Hello and welcome to Get a Grip with me, Angela Scanlon.
And me, Vicky Patterson.
This, gang, is the podcast where we get loud about the realities of womanhood, make sense of the mad and sometimes maddening world around us.
And basically dive headfirst into the chaos of life. No apologies, no filter, and absolutely no fucks given.
So if you're sick of being told to pipe down, calm down, or dare I say it,
get a grip, then this is exactly where you need to be.
Grab a drink, pull up a chair, and let's be honest, you don't have a bra on anymore. It's September and it's Thursday.
Free the nipple!
Get the moot! Oh, as she'd say.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, also, go follow us. That's a thing.
Yes, follow us.
Following the thing at the top. Not the nipple, that's perverse. But go and use the button so that you don't miss an episode every Thursday and perhaps beyond. But that's a whole other thing. How's your week been?
Oh.
I was hinting. I like to be a little tease.
I've had like quite a intense week, I think. Well, when have we not? But I, for a really long time, haven't felt like myself. And I think because me schedule's been so unrelenting, there's been loads of things going on. And like, just like everyone, you know, you're on that hamster wheel. I felt like I couldn't press pause to process it. Anyway, it all sort of came to a head after my family holiday, funnily enough, which does not surprise anyone.
It's a bit like Christmas, isn't it? All the expectation and then, oh, hello.
Yeah. And it's just, there's a lot of dynamics, isn't there, on a family holiday? So yeah, I think I just had like a mini breakdown post-holiday and was like, oh, this can't go on. I feel like I've just been walking around in this haze for so long, pretending to be happy and all the rest of it. And I'm not. So I went back to therapy.
Well done.
I know. And I'm so pleased I did. And like after 15 minutes with my therapists, they were like, why has this taken you so long?
So how long has it been?
Long, like 3 years.
Oh, okay.
I know.
That's long.
And up until then, I'd been like relatively consistent with it, feeling like even if I didn't need to be there every week, you know, a little catch up once or twice a year was super beneficial. But like I say, mate, I've just been so consumed by the chaos. It felt like taking that time to actually unpack everything and process it. Like it just felt like I didn't even have the bandwidth for that.
Yeah.
But I pretty much cried for 3 hours straight.
It was a 3-hour therapy session.
Oh yeah,
That
didn't
is
come to be
bougie as
average.
fuck.
Didn't come to be average.
Oh my God, I want one of them.
Oh God, honestly, it was exhausting, mate.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
But my therapists are great. Like I've been super honest. I go and see the Speakmans.
Okay, this intrigued me because I saw it on social and I was like, oh, that's a thing.
Yeah.
So what, there's a double whammy. So they're both looking at you, sitting up or lying down.
Sitting up. So they see you. They see some people in their home. They're moving.
What, they come to your house?
No, you go to their home.
Oh, okay, I was like, oh, hang on. This is the best. Do they massage you afterwards?
No, there's nothing weird about it. They are like, obviously most people know them.
Sorry,
from a small
I should qualify that by saying I have a lad who comes to my house to rub my feet.
And is he also a therapist?
No, but the dream would be a combination of the two is what I'm saying. If somebody could listen to my problems while rubbing my feet, we're done.
I actually have a personal trainer in the Northeast who is qualified.
To do what? Rub your feet and...
No! How many hands do you think he's fucking got? Yes, my personal trainer is an octopus. No, he's like qualified as a therapist as well. So as I train my body and like exercise and sort of do that, he's also helping me with the mental side.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's a genius
He
combo.
is. He's a great guy. And I think when I was keeping up with that, I allowed myself to believe I didn't need me actual therapists, but I was wrong. I was really wrong. And I realise that now. I don't know. I think I'm still processing it all, mate. It was like literally just yesterday. And I don't know. I think, God, I don't even know if I've made sense of everything yet. But it was amazing. And the Speakmans are amazing. And I just got to say that I sit on a sofa like this. Very classic. And they sit on seats opposite us. And I don't know, they kind of like tag team you like in this like incredible way. So basically we were talking about it started off like why I'm so stressed about Strictly. They always find like the easy way in.
Yeah, okay.
And then they end up like unpacking everything.
And I mean, have they ever watched the show? Because I would say that's a pretty basic question to ask anyone. I'm like, have you seen it?
They have watched it.
Okay.
Eva is a big fan. So yeah, so they're like, so why why are you doing Strictly? And I wrote like all the reasons why I was doing Strictly.
So you're writing.
They write them down on a board for me, and I like sit. Yeah, and it was super illuminating. I was like, I want to prove to people that.
Oh, babe.
I know. Sorry. I want to prove to people that I can do it and that I'm more than just like a reality TV star, and I want to be a TV presenter eventually, and I think this is a great step. I want to make my family proud. They love it. I want to have, you know, a nice home, financial security. I think this could be a step to that, and I want to go on nice holidays. And I spoke about it all, and they wrote it all down, and I was like, I just want to prove I can. And they let you talk through it all, and they're great listeners and everything. And then they did this like bit at the end, and it's so clever. Like, they're so clever. They're like almost like Jedi-ness about them. And they're like, you've just been on holiday with your family. I was like, yeah. And they were like, was it lovely? I was like, yeah, it was lovely. And they were like, you have nice holidays, don't you? And I was like, yes, I do. No, I don't. And then they were like, and your married life's lovely. I said, my husband's amazing. And you live in a nice house. I was like, yeah, we do. And they were like, we watched The Honesty Box.
Babe, just as you were going through that list, I was like, you're describing your life now, not in some future that may or may not happen.
But it's all about how you see yourself, isn't it? And like, so you see how this is going, don't you? Like, subsequently they worked all through the list, and like your family are proud, and you've got
to have it all.
Yeah, and they were like, so you have these things already. So instead of worrying about Strictly and needing to do so well, why don't you just enjoy this incredible opportunity? And I was like, yeah, so right. And they were like, what? And like, we boiled it all down to it, mate. And it just was like, I am still just trying to fucking change the opinions of people who will never like me, who are convinced I'm nothing but that girl from Geordie Shore and I'm never going to be any better. And I'm wasting my life, mate. I'm wasting my time trying to pander at these people.
But people that you genuinely would not sit down for a cup of tea with. Like, it's not the type of person you want to hang out with anyone. Even if you managed to persuade them otherwise, they're not your people.
They're not me.
And you don't have time because frankly, you're quite busy. You know, but it is a kind of like that drive, understanding where that drive come from and how futile it is in so many ways.
That's it, mate. And I think I've been wasting so many amazing, lovely moments and not being and not allowing myself to be content or be proud of the things I achieve or enjoy the amazing moments that are happening in my life, because I'm just always looking for that next thing. And if it was fueled by like hating to be complacent and wanting to achieve, which an element of it is, I think it would be fine. But predominantly it's just like, I am not who you think I am, and I'm going to fucking prove you wrong. Yeah. And like, who cares what anyone else thinks of us, Ange? I'm wasting so much energy. So it was really important that I went. But I am still figuring things out. I feel like I cried for 3 hours, but I just do still feel like I'm made of tears.
But also I think the tenderness of, you've been on, like you say, a hamster wheel. It's been kind of so relentless and exciting and busy and exciting. And like, that's kind of addictive in its own way. And it's all in the direction of travel that you want. So all of these opportunities are so brilliant, you know, that actually to sit still with a therapist or otherwise is kind of not something you've really allowed yourself to do. And I think sometimes that sitting still makes you go, all right, what am I doing? And sometimes it's that question of, you know, am I doing the right thing? Am I wasting my life and these wonderful opportunities trying to fucking dance a dance for some dickhead, you know,
who's always going to hate me?
And himself.
People who, like, no, you're so right. And like, you know, now I feel so silly.
No,
now you've unpacked it, you feel silly, but like, honestly, yesterday it just absolutely broke us when I got that realisation, because I do love my life. And I'm so grateful. And I feel so lucky to be doing Strictly. Like, actually, I do just want to have a nice time. Learn to do some dances, make some friends, think about what it would have meant to me grandma, like all those things. But
so that's a magic reframing in the perfect timing.
It has been.
Yeah.
But God, the fact that I could just look at his mate and be like, you've left this too long. I was like, oh my God, am I fucking that broken? And I thought,
you're not broken, babe.
I did feel a little bit though, not to be hyperbolic, but I did feel a little bit like feel like I've been walking around under a cloud for a little while and making it everyone's problem. So I am sorry.
I don't feel like you've made it anyone's problem.
That is definitely in my locker.
Is it? Spilling,
I'm sad. So everyone should be sad.
No, I get really I can get a bit intolerant, let's say. Never. Where I'm like, you know, if somebody is if there's a lot, now I turn this on myself as well. So I'm trying to be more compassionate. And sometimes I am. There's certain people that I'm like, do you know what? If you're like trying to, you know, help yourself, then great. But if somebody is like relentlessly moaning, I'm like, stop leaking all over everybody's. Like, stop leaking.
I'm a leaker, right?
I don't know that you're a leaker. I think you're aware of your leaking.
Yeah, I'm definitely aware.
We all leak.
Yeah.
Some of us more than others. But I think it's awareness of that. Some people are just leaking all over the shop.
No fucks given.
No fucks given. You're like, hang on, what? That is not okay.
Yeah. No, I don't think that. I think I'm aware I'm a leaker. Yeah. And that might make it slightly more palatable for others.
For me, certainly.
But I just
awareness is everything.
Just wanted to say I am definitely on the road to feeling loads better, and I kind of resolved to do some things for me this week.
Yeah.
So I did that and I feel good about that. I trained last night.
I saw you.
Last thing I wanted to do, mate, but I did it.
Well done.
I'm in agony today.
Not messing about.
No. I'm going to, what else am I going to do? I have other things that I want to do.
Will you have a good sleep?
I'm going to try.
Great.
Did get my period last night, so I feel like everything's kind of on the back burner a bit. But yeah, I feel like
sleep is on the back burner.
I feel like I'm really resolute, mate.
Good.
So yeah, just anybody who's listening who's struggling, get therapy.
Like get it all. Get 3-hour therapy sessions and stop leaking all over everybody else.
Stop making everyone's problem. I'm so sorry.
I'm so proud of you. I really am. I think that's big.
Would be.
I think it's big. Because you know I finished and I'm wondering now that the distraction of summer is over, because it was like school's out.
Yeah.
Boom. I'm done. And now I'm kind of like, oh.
But you can all
bit itchy.
A bit itchy, I was gonna say. But you can always have like top ups.
I'll top her up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Week in, week out, top ups. Also the kids have gone back to school.
I know. And how do you feel? Because I'm aware that it is conflicting feeling for a lot of women.
It's exactly that. Yeah, like lovely to ship them out.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't feel
know.
any type of guilt about saying that. Fuck me, mate.
Yeah. And have a bit of, you know, space and time and the house to yourself for 10 seconds. But also, oh, wow, it's another year gone. And
it's flown.
Yeah, and did we spend it right? And was I on enough or off enough or there enough? Or, you know, all of the things. And I think it's really, really hard to kind of manage that, you know, sometimes. But
maybe you should talk to your therapist.
Maybe I should. I feel like I'd quite like to do a bit more woo-woo stuff. I might do a family constellation situation.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, and then I think I might also do like a past life regression.
Fine. Yeah,
you know,
also really
like
good.
Go back to the womb.
Yeah.
You know, and see what was cooking in the west of Ireland in 1920 when my granny was holding me as an egg inside my mother's egg.
Ooh.
You know, that kind of thing.
Is this what you're proposing to do with your free time? Some of your free time now?
This is literally, I would deep dive into this shit all day long.
Have you ever done breath work, Ange?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I went for dinner with some of my mates the other night and it feels like we're all on really different paths. Like, bearing in mind, I haven't had a day off in fucking God knows how long or whatever. That was just mine. And they were all like, oh, babes, you need to do breath work. Like, I released this and I just thought, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, do you know when you're like, and I've since gone away and thought you were really intolerant and that isn't fair. But actually, it's really piqued me interest. So I was wondering, did you enjoy it?
I don't know that enjoyment is the key.
Because it can be quite traumatizing.
It's quite hardcore. Like the idea is that all like this, trauma lives in
your body and your cells.
The body is stored in there, and that breath work, because we breathe a lot of the time, particularly for stress, we're literally breathing into our chest instead of into our belly.
I have not breathed past my clavicle in about 25 years. I can
So like
guarantee.
everything's tight, everything's held. Yeah. And so once you start breaking into that, like the chest opens up and lots of things happen. I've had like quite a few breathwork sessions.
That were really...
Yeah, one that was absolutely like a mental, I bawled, but I totally froze up. I realised afterwards that it was because there wasn't enough oxygen, or I was over oxygenated, one of the two. I mean, I'm sure there's quite a big difference between how those things land. But I clamped up.
Yeah. But then
it wasn't that cute. But then I had this beautiful, like healing
epiphany
release.
Oh.
Yeah. And this music was playing, and it was this beautiful moment where like I had this kind of forgiveness thing with my mother, and it was like really lovely.
Like revolutionary.
Yeah.
And transformative. I think I'm absolutely going to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to school. Back to school.
Sorry, yeah.
But I think
I was also a pirate in a past life. Side note.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
You don't get to just slip that in.
I found out in my Akashic records.
What's them?
It's like if you do some healing, they'll go back into your...
Almost like your past lives and that.
Yeah. There's like a little record in the sky, and then you can root through it and see what you were doing, where you were, all the
Female
stuff.
pirates were rare as well.
Bad bitch.
Yeah, but I can absolutely say you was a pirate.
But then guilt that came with that, because I was doing some dark shit. And then...
you can't blame her, Angela. It was a product of the times, mate.
Listen, I have had to forgive her and integrate her. But
it was
at the time, she was
pillage
in
or
a
be pillaged back
Boom.
then.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was selling things that I should not have been selling.
What were you selling?
Honestly? Yeah. Babies.
What the fuck?
That's not funny, guys. It's not funny.
But I just never thought you were going to go there.
It's awful. And then I cut to like my next life, and I'm in a fucking cage. You know what I mean? Like I was in a cage. That is used.
It's only been on my eyeballs.
I'm like, for fuck's sake. I'm really weird now about using people's forks, never mind their tissues.
But we are friends.
We are, babe. But I've just admitted some dark things about my past lives.
But Ange, I can't tell you enough how you are not your past life.
You know, but like it's still in you, you know?
God, so holding on to that couldn't have been nice.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Shall we move on? Maybe I need to go see the Speakmans.
Maybe, Sanj.
Do you know what I mean?
But go back to the kids going back to school. I think everything you felt, like I think it's dead common. Like my sister rang me last night and she was like, Mavy's going back to school and it's all so fast and blah, blah. And I'm thinking, did I do enough with her?
Yeah.
Was I present enough? Like, was I just this really short-tempered mom? Like, I get so many of these little moments. Like, I think everything you've said is really relatable, mate. But like, even as an outsider looking in, I feel like for whatever it's worth, I think you've gave your absolute all. You're a working mom. You're trying to balance loads. And I know for a fact your kids love you and they'll have had a brilliant time. And school's great for kids.
School's great.
And it's good for mums as well.
And it's the best for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, delighted.
We have been inundated with your messages and voice notes.
From the other side or just from WhatsApp?
Mostly just WhatsApp, if I'm honest.
Okay. We've heard back from old dolphin beak Harriet.
Do you remember Harriet? Who talked about a dolphin beak?
Oh, her beak. She was going on her hen do or something.
There was a holiday.
She was going with her fella.
She was
on a
worried
holiday.
about a dolphin beak. Anyway, we've got
her dolphin beak was code for her camel's toe, FYI.
Hey girls, essentially the dolphin's beak procedure, as I've coined it, is shaving, waxing, veting, even laser, whatever your method of choice is, to remove every single bit of hair from crevice, nook, cranny, orifices of your body. Sorry, that was probably the sheep you heard there. From your body, ready for either a holiday, a date, or a wedding. Because obviously, in theory, when you have removed all the hair and done the moisturising and the exfoliating and all that shite, you would be as smooth as a dolphin's beak. Not that I've actually ever touched a dolphin's beak to know if that is the case. So yeah, that is the dolphin's beak procedure.
So we got that wrong. So the dolphin's beak is not in fact a nun. It is a procedure.
No, babe, it's a waxing of it, the nun.
Yeah, but it's a waxing of everything though. That's what she's saying.
But I think she just means everything there.
Oh, does she? I think she's saying like you're all silky smooth like a dolphin's beak.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everywhere.
No, like that looks like a beak of a dolphin.
Different about yours, but mine does not. Mine's like a little mouse. Yeah.
I don't know. What
do
do
you
you
not
mean?
feel
She's not
clarified?
talking about waxing her head, like.
Well, not her
or
head.
her ears or her nostrils.
Everything.
No,
wanna
babe.
lift that
No,
up.
she's talking about that, isn't she? She's talking about that. You know, I went for a wax yesterday.
Do you? Oh, I can't be having
So
everyone see
she's
me
basically
funny.
talking about a Hollywood. Now, I had swerved to Hollywood for a long time for political reasons.
Yeah, I understand that.
But I went into this woman, and I always think if you're going into like kind of quite a crusty waxing place, it's the best because they've been doing it for years. They know exactly how to approach
I
you.
feel the same way about nail salons.
Done.
Yeah.
Same thing. So anyway, in I go. I had been to this place a couple of times before, but with a different woman each time.
Right.
One who told me she really liked your homemade perfect, which was awkward as I was
that again?
sat there like splayed. You know, you don't want to be having that chat. So what were Christine and Paul like? I'm like, sorry, what? Oh, can you just do my left labia, please? Anyway.
Can you just focus on the flappy flaps, not the chatty chat?
Honestly, time and a place, babe. So, anywho, she went straight in.
She just did it without any sort of instruction.
She put the wax everywhere without taking any of it off. So I looked down and was like, babe. She's like, trust me, I've been doing it for 25 years. I was like, okay, but like, I'm paying you. Can we have a little conversation about this? It was already on. I couldn't do anything about it. She's like, and she tried to like, I was like, it's too hot and it hasn't set yet. Stop kicking me. She kept saying, stop kicking me. Stop kicking me. I'm like, I'm not fucking kicking you. You're assaulting me and I didn't sign up for this shit. Anyway, I've got a dolphin's beak.
Have you got a dolphin's beak
Yeah,
now?
do you want to see it?
Well, do you know what? Sort of, but like it's just not the time or place, is it? I'm the alternative at the minute. I'm already gone into a winter hibernation.
Are you? Well, that you're going to have to get rid of that once you start sambaying.
Really?
You don't want those little tentacles sweeping out the side of your fishnets.
Oh.
No, babe, it's not the one.
I love this time of year because it's like I can really commit to just being the woolly mammoth that I want to be.
Honey, there will be nothing woolly about you in a week.
Ah.
Except for your hair. They really go all in on the hair.
I'll have to go and see your bird.
Gan see my bird.
Go and see your bird. And
I went a bit cornish there, didn't I?
So you're bald as a billiard ball.
I'm bald.
I knew you were going to like that one.
Bald as a billiard ball. Ah, fucking hell. Yes.
Do you feel good or do you feel cold?
Oh, no, not cold.
I always feel a bit exposed.
A little bit. Yeah. And also, sometimes I think it's there for a reason, and a lot of that is steerage.
Steerage?
Yeah, like just general direction of traffic. Of we, I mean, not like anything else.
I didn't think you were fucking directing fucking planes in there, Ange.
Oh dear God. Well, anyway, Harriet, thanks a million for that.
Thank you for clearing it up.
Gagglers, if you want to get in touch, hello@getagripoflove.com is the email.
How happy are you for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
Oh, never been happier. And Millie Bobby Brown, she adopted a girl, a little one, all after the break. I was going to say after the beak. Welcome back. We have had an update from our musical superstar, Hazza, otherwise known as Harry Gascon. We need to play it for you.
What in the world's been going on? Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong? Since last Thursday, what have I missed? Take it away, Ange.
What in the world has been going on? Boom! The mashup we didn't know we needed.
The collab. I knew it. That's
cute.
perfect.
That's good. Thank you, Harry.
Ticking all the boxes, keeping everyone happy. I am thrilled about the jingle.
Great.
Do you know what else I'm thrilled about?
Tell me.
I'm a Swiftie. Did you know that about me?
I heard, yeah.
Yeah. Probably too old to be a Swiftie, but
No, I don't think so. I was at the gig last year.
okay, good.
All
I give
sorts.
0 fucks about whether I'm old enough or not, because I'm thrilled for them. And having watched her go through a journey, I would say quite similar to my own.
Just had a few frogs.
Few frogs, you know, kissed the wrong people, had a heart broken, probably broke some hearts as well along the way. I feel like it is really lovely to finally see her happy, engaged, and getting the happily ever after that I think she deserves. She gets a lot of stick, Taylor Swift.
Gets a lot of stick.
From, I think, quite frankly, insecure men, if you want my honest opinion. But yeah, so
Do you think it's mostly men?
I do think it's probably insecure men. And then if you want me really honest opinion, because this is a place to do it, it's pick me women as well.
Oh, define a pick-me woman.
A woman who is so desperate to be picked by a man. She says things that she think will endear her. Like, I love football and I'm so low maintenance. I don't even wear makeup. And Taylor Swift, God, stop singing about your breakups. Like, shut up. I hate football. I love makeup and Taylor Swift is queen. So pick me.
I like that. So someone who basically chameleons and morphs into somebody else.
Just makes a whole
get
person.
the-
Yeah, makes a whole personality about a man.
But what a torturous way to live.
Oh, torturous. It
you know what I mean?
could never be me. Could never be me.
I think first date situation, it is time to get all those cards on the table. Weed them out early doors.
I think I probably did about 3 weeks of, we can go and see that new Fast and the Furious film. And
did you?
Yeah, oh no, I'm full, I'm okay. I probably did about 3 weeks of that. And then I was like, you can fuck off or watching rom-coms and are you going to finish that?
Get it into you. My first date, myself and we were having a great date.
Yeah.
A great date. It was a really good date.
Good.
And at one point, we had moved up. We'd had a little kiss. We were in a bar. It
I
was
like
a
kissing on
Monday night.
first dates. I love kissing.
And anyway, next thing I see, there's just a little bit of over my shoulder action.
What kind of action?
He's just kind of looking.
Oh, no.
Right? Now, it had gone from like 10 out of 10 to red rag to a friggin' bull.
Yeah.
And so the kind of tab was open. We were about to get another drink. And I said, we're good. Thank you. We're done. And he was like, sorry, what? And I said, we're done. And he was like, oh my God, she's an absolute psycho. And I said, honestly now, if there's something more interesting over my shoulder, head off.
Yeah.
And get it for yourself.
Go do you.
He was like, what are you talking about? I said, I've done this before, okay? And I'm not doing it again. I'm here. If you want to be here, fine.
Be
If
present.
Not, out the gap. And so he was like, oh, right. Like I'm basically blind in one eye. So he's like, I wasn't even looking over your shoulder. I can't even see past your hair, babe. Anyway, but I did think his response was interesting because it was like that would have, I think, weeded out a weaker man.
But then, do you want to entertain a weaker man?
you see.
Exactly.
So I think the churn is important.
Yeah, you need that early doors, mate. I
Agreed.
think we all need to know where we stand. Otherwise, we're just wasting everyone's time.
Totally. And I think Tay-Tay might know where she stands with this chapo.
I do. I feel like I've watched so many of her relationships as the diehard fan that I am. And I've watched her sort of try and make them work, as you do, you know. And, you know, she's kept things private for blokes who are slightly more private. She's done all of it. And now she's with a man who wants the world to know they're together, who is proud of her, happy to celebrate her, and has made that official with the most gorgeous fucking ring ever, I will say.
Yeah.
And a gorgeous proposal, so I'm thrilled.
Well, I was having a think about this the other day and was like, what is it? Because I don't know the full, list of like
her exes.
Yeah. But I know there's quite a few actors in there and musicians. That's the kind of type.
That is
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely nailed it.
And I would think that maybe that type, there's a fragility behind all the ego that is probably quite similar to her as an artist, right? But he's like globally famous, but from being a sports star, which is a very different makeup of a human to an artist.
Very different psychology.
Very different psychology, much more robust, I would say, much more resilient.
Yeah.
Not just physically, but otherwise, because I think, there's that kind of relentless, you get knocked down, I imagine, quite a bit in
Oh,
every
yeah,
way,
in
shape,
his
form.
sport.
That too.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And so I feel like it's quite different because on one level you'd think, oh yeah, he's quite into the fame as well. But
There is an argument for that.
I think he's more like stable
Yeah.
than the rest of the bunch.
He comes from like, and I'm not casting aspersions about any of our exes. I like you, don't know their home life or blah, blah, whatever. But like he comes from what clearly seems to be a really nice family unit. And I think he's like a team player. He's like, seems really secure. He's in a totally different field to her and he's thriving within that space. So there's no competition.
But they're equals, kind
Exactly.
of without, yeah.
And also as well, he just seems really content to let her shine. I am going to say they will get married
Yeah.
next year.
Go on, she's going in.
I'm
Have you
gonna-
put a bet on?
No bet. But I'm actually going to go against the grain and say we'll see it. Everybody is so obsessed with the fact that she's going to keep it really private. But I think the fact that they've released these pictures.
I think so.
I think it's telling. I think she's found her one. He wants to celebrate her. So I think we're going to see it.
So do I. Also, I think the fact that she did that podcast with him, there's a kind of like, there is an openness to that relationship.
Which I think's healthy. And but each to their own, you know. I'm obviously an oversharer, so I'm probably going to love this. But I don't know. I think,
£500,000 for that ring.
yeah, fucking, love it.
Interesting
I
though
really
that we
love
were
stuff like that.
like Ronaldo's missus had the ring a few weeks ago, and I was like, it's
No, I know.
a lot. It's a lot.
But then,
But like, she could buy this ring for herself. That shouldn't be important, but weirdly,
It is.
feels
like it is in some way.
Yeah.
All I feel is really happy for them, and I hope we get to see the wedding. Maybe I'm just trying to manifest it.
Well, you know, there's a video, because it's not just Swifties who went nuts. There was a video of a lecturer in the US that went viral after he cancelled a midterm exam because the news broke and he just couldn't focus.
We're all teenage girls when it comes to Taylor Swift finding her happily ever after. So yeah, big congrats, guys.
Yeah, girl.
Please include her in the planning process.
I also love that they're calling him a groomzilla. Apparently it's him who's organising everything.
Yeah.
He's like driving the ship, and I'm kind of into that.
I also love when people call him Mr. Swift. I feel like I don't know if that's petty, but I like that
No,
too.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him Mr. Swift.
Mr. Swift from now on. Nothing but happiness there. Another thing that's been sort of in the press this week, which I feel like, I mean, again, I'm really happy about, but is probably being a bit divisive. Millie Bobby Brown. It was now, is she now Millie Bobby Bon Jovi. So they're now the Bon Jovis. Anyway, the Bon Jovis have adopted
Yeah.
a little girl.
A girl, baby girl.
And I am thrilled to ribbons. I really like that Millie. I feel like I was a big fan of Stranger Things. I think she's a great actress. I've watched other things she's been in. And I know, like, outside of her craft, she is like a huge advocate for adoption in terms of animals.
Yeah.
She has
62 pets,
62, is that it?
including 25 farm animals. She also has like a little sensor for chipped dogs or something where she can like
Find out if they
find-
belong to anyone straight away. So she's like
Yeah.
really, she's a huge advocate in this bit. So I think she's great. So it doesn't surprise me. And I know it's very different. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Animal pun intended. But I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I think it doesn't surprise me that they've chose to adopt.
Yeah.
She's obviously loves like this idea of rescue, of like, you know, growing this family, of giving some
Providing a home to somebody
exactly.
who doesn't have one.
So I just feel like it's really nice. They clearly have the resources, clearly got the love. Like based on what I know about her family unit and his, they're all really close. So I just see this as being a really nice thing, but it has come with its fair share
I
of
think
criticism.
A lot of the criticism is less around the adoption, although I'm sure there will be people who question whether there was an ability to skip a queue in a very difficult
Which
process
is
of
fair
adopting.
if you're in the midst of that process and you can see them just seemingly sail straight through.
And I think seemingly is the important word there, because
Exactly.
we have no idea really. But maybe because her character 11 in Stranger Things is a kid, people I think often
Hold on
can't
to that.
allow,
Yeah.
you know, and you'll know this from your, like, people kind of, you're suspended in time at the point when somebody got to know you a lot of
Sure.
the time. And so I think people think she's a kid and that this is like some sort of
Wild.
teen kind of mom situation. She's 21 and she says that her mom had her first kid at 21 and her dad was 19. So this is a kind of model that she's comfortable with. They're still together and they're very
That's very common. You do follow a lot of the time the path that your parents sort of set for you. Also as well, like, do you think there's something in the fact that we as millennials did set a trend for having children later in life? Or, not at all. There was that real movement came with us. And maybe it's the idea that Gen Z are doing things a different way. That's really common.
Yeah.
Every generation does do things their own way, whether it's learning from our mistakes or actually just wanting something different. Like she's Gen Z, right?
Yeah. Because we'd have been in the like girl boss era where like a career was the ultimate kind of thing and everything was
CEO,
all of it.
All of it.
In quite a toxic kind of like
almost,
productivity way. But I also wonder if, in a way, when you're that famous and have that much money, you're very grown up very quickly.
She is very grown up. She always gives me that
because I often think like footballers, pop stars who are famous from really early often have kids quick because I think maybe
breakdowns.
That's true, or both at the same time, because they're craving what looks like stability
and normality.
And there's something grounding about that family unit that makes you feel like you're doing something real when a lot of the stuff is up in the sky. I don't know.
No, mate, I think that's a really insightful way of looking at it. Listen, she's clearly come from a lovely family unit and that's what makes her happy, and that must be outside of the films and the clothing ranges and the fans and everything, that might be just what she sees as happiness and success. Yeah. And if that's the case, who are we to tell her she's too young or she's got life to live or whatever else? This is what she wants and I'm all for it.
Also, I just love the idea of her in like her little trad wife moment at 21 down the farm with the chickens and the sheep and all.
So I think, and I've fallen this trap as well, of getting really angry about trad wives. Trad wives?
Yeah, because it's a whole other can of worms, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And it's a very privileged position. The actual reality of mucking out and cleaning up after multiple kids is anything but Nara fucking Smith.
Exactly. But I think if we go back to actually what feminism is, it's fucking a woman's right to choose. So as long as these decisions are being made from what it is you want, then if you want to have a kid at 21 or if you want to pursue a high-flying career or if you want to have loads of animals, whatever it is, like as long as you're making those decisions, it is feminism.
Yeah.
So I would argue what she's doing is feminism, and if it's right for her, then fucking so be it.
Ditto, babes.
If you spotted a story that you think we need to hear about, whether it's headlines, hot takes or heated debates, please get in touch.
Yes, we want this podcast to be as much about you as it is about us too. Email us hello@getagriplove.com. That's the email. Or send us a letter. I'd quite like a quaint little old school letter.
I love getting something in the post.
Oh, so
that isn't
once
a
it's
fucking
not bill.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's all for today on Get a Grip.
We'll be back every Thursday, so please hit that follow button so you don't ever miss an ep.
And if you've enjoyed us chatting through our noses and everything else, share it, please, with all of the humans that you like and don't like. Send it round your group chats, please.
Oh, do you know that Bob Jono has given us a review? I shit myself there and thought Bon Jovi had given one a review.
Bob Jono, I'm like, is he married to Millie Bobby Brown? They just adopted a child.
No, Bob Jono, different person.
Bob Jono, I love that. We've got a man, guys.
We've got a live one. I had to give you 5 stars or you would tell us to fuck off. I wasn't sure I'd like this podcast as I know I'm not your demographic. I'm a 51-year-old bloke with not much hair.
How could you say that, Bob Jono, that you're not our demographic? You're right in our sweet spot.
I love
Do you
him.
like feet?
But it has made me howl with laughter on my drives to repair medical equipment in the southwest. Neither of you take yourselves too seriously, which makes for good listening. I'm ready for more of the same, even though I don't understand some of the lady stuff or Vicky at times.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, Bob.
I don't either.
Fair enough.
You can give us a great review like our lovely friend Bob Jono wherever you're listening. Just remember, it is
5 stars or fuck off.
Bye-bye.